Hello everyone and welcome to another installment of Maths Simplified. Okay, so today we've had a request for factorization. This method is very useful and it will be useful for the rest of your high school career, and if some of you decide to study further, some STEM kind of field, you will use it a lot. Okay, so we have four cases. We have case 1. We have case 2, we have case 3 over here, and we have case 4. So the main thing that we want to do now is I want to show you case 1 and, if we have time, case 2. Okay, so let's just quickly discuss the four, just a general overview of the different cases. So with the first case, right, we have a plus at the end, and also notice that case 2 also has a plus at the end, right? So if you have a plus at the end, it means that the signs are the same. So if you look at case 1 and case 2, you'll identify that there's a plus here and a minus here. So how do I know which one? So the plus at the end tells me that the signs are the same. But if we look at now the second term, we see that and all this, that will indicate to us what the signs must be. Okay. The third and fourth case, the difference with this, let's just use maybe a different color. Okay. So you'll notice there's a minus there. And what that minus means is that your signs are different. The order doesn't matter. So if you write a minus first and like that. But now notice the second term has in this one it has a minus, and for this one it has a plus. So what does that mean? It means, for example, if you have two factors, your bigger factor is positive, and then the smaller number will be negative, whereas this one over here, the negative, tells us that the bigger number is negative and the smaller number is positive. Okay, so let's put this to action and let's go on to the first example, case 1. So we're going to start, if we have time, we will start case 2, but we probably won't. So let's start off with case 1. So this tells me, if I look at that the signs are the same. So here I write the factors. Now how do I know if it's a plus or a minus? So here we're just doing quickly some reinforcement. This will identify that actually it's this combo. If this was minus, so for example, if this was x squared minus 3x plus 2, this would tell us that the signs would be the same, but that would indicate that our signs would need to be negative. Okay, so let us get cracking with this. Okay, so let's do our first example. So the main thing to note is that we write the factors of x. So we write x to the 1 times x to the 1. You don't have to write x to the 1, but we know that this x to the 1 is going to be x to the 1 plus 1, law of indices, bases are the same, and that will give you x to the 2, which is what we have over here, which is what we want. Okay, next you write the factors of 2. So you come here and you write 2 times 1, and you permute through the factors. You mean each one gets a chance. You go 2 times 1, and you swap it 1 times 2. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how and then we're going to apply this to like a lot of different situations so that you can get an idea of how this works. So here we have x times x. And what we're going to do is we're going to multiply. You need to multiply one row with one row. So you're going to go x to the 2, which will give you a 2x, and x to the 1, which will give you can either say 1x or you can just say x. Okay, you add them up, and we end up with 3x. And remember, note that this agrees with this over here. Okay, so our factors, we write our factors down. Remember what I said? That the sign by the last terms will tell us that it's either plus plus or minus minus. On the second term, that plus will confirm that it needs to be like that. Then you write your factors here. You write x and you ask yourself, where is this line multiplying? It's multiplying with the 1, so you also like that. And then you ask yourself the other one, the other x must come here. What is it multiplying? It is multiplying the 2. And then this would, if this was an equation, and you would, so it can either be an equation or expression, but this would be factorized here, and then you would just need to solve for x. So I hope this video you found it helpful, and besides that, I hope you have a fantastic day.